Imagine that it is dark. You are walking down a lonely street at night with your headphones on, and you have a feeling that something is off. So you uncover one of your ears, and suddenly you hear the silence. That silence was always there, but you were so unaware of it. In that moment, behind you is an orgy of monsters, an army of hellions, and several violent, criminally insane weirdos. They hold their breath to see what you do. You turn around to get a better look and rid yourself of the eerie feeling, and your eyes grow wide. The monsters disappeared in a heartbeat. You never saw them, but we all know they lurked there. You put on your headphones again, calm that it was just your imagination. But what a scary thing that imagination is. Part 1. Fear. For Alfred Hitchcock, happiness is
A
clear
clear
horizon.
horizon. Nothing to worry about on your plate. Only things that are creative and not destructive.
So full of creative energy, and yet most of what he came out with is thrillers and horror films. We are scared all the time. In my experience, imagination is most effectively fueled by fear. Fear is abundant in media. News trying to nudge people towards one or other way of thinking, herding their viewers like sheep, effectively partaking in mind control, especially if they use a little injection of lies into their fear-driven narratives. You just cannot look away. They use fast-paced editing, sometimes so ridiculous that there is a cut every second. The news are programmed just like an addictive YouTube channel, Cocomelon, a channel that is specifically produced so that kids literally cannot look away from it. They did experiments on kids to have the most addictive videos possible, and it works. Pretty creepy if you ask me. And if you are not scared yet, consider this quote from Hitchcock. Bad news is news. Good news is not interesting. That's why using negative emotions and fear-driven narratives are so effective. Every time you let any media enter your brain, you are lending them your imagination to be used as they please. And that is why brain rot is real. And it is not a cute phrase used for scrolling on social media. It is very literal. Our brains are literally so cooked. So I implore you, do not rent your mind out to be scared by corporations that fearmonger and guide your mind towards the lake of rot. Either way, they have no creatives behind them. They're fueled by cheap lies and AI tricks. Not worth it. And never use your valuable time towards something that is not tested by your trusted source first. Watch older movies, classics, proven by the test of time at least. Listen to older music, watch older anime. You never have to watch another shitty Netflix adaptation ever again. Never have to watch ads again. Part 2. The grip of manic content. Even though horror is so useful a tool, I often do not enjoy watching and consuming horror-based media. My mind is powerful in creating the horror by itself. I like to fantasize and to dream, to imagine problems and to face my fears. And what I am scared of is the fact that I might be addicted to the constant stream of content that is all over the place. And I am afraid that it has reprogrammed my brain so that it is basically broken and impotent. However, I found a beautiful way to reset that baseline. Slow down. Just to put things into perspective, find the time to do this. If you cannot find time to devote your full attention to it, do it while cleaning or walking. Pick your favorite artist, author, filmmaker, anyone, and listen to a long interview on YouTube, half an hour at least. Pick someone you already like or your dear friend likes. Or pick an old movie, for example, even from the 40s, there on YouTube, and admire the slow-paced editing, the gorgeous cinematography, the theatrical way in which actors had to carry themselves, in the little weirdnesses that seem so alien to people now. Revel in that silence and suspense. Slow down. And then, when you come back to the social media, you cannot stomach the obnoxious hyperactive editing style. You find the emptiness in the story, you skip watching shorts, and you uncover the repeating patterns that are slowly grating at your grey matter, just like a shredded cheese. It is jarring enough to make you take a second look at your consumption of content. Focus more on what you love and ignore what is just inflammatory or stupid or without any value to pay attention to. With the way media companies have been treating their viewers, abusing them with ads and borrowing subscriptions to watch series, movies, for not only stealing their time but also their money, I think we need to look more backwards. We do not accept these conditions. You will save time and energy and money if you would rather borrow one movie a week and watch it. Make it into a big event and see how you feel about it. I bet your list of things you want to see is a giant one, and I bet you never get what you want on Netflix, anyways. You end up browsing to see what is new and exciting. You will save time and energy and money if you would rather borrow one movie a week and watch it. Make it into a big event and see how you feel about it. Another thing Hitchcock was the master of was editing. The editing in today's films and series is counting on people to be scrolling on their phones while watching. That is how low the business of filmmaking has fallen, how low the confidence of the viewer has declined. How bad did it get so that hundreds of people can talk for hours just about the fact that Hollywood messed up and they always come up with new content on the topic? How bad indeed. Part 3. Media archaeology. You are not the one renting the movie. I mean, when you can avoid the intense suspense of a Hitchcock film by hiding in your phone, you are not the one renting a movie. It is your phone who is renting it. Give a chance to the film to let you get engrossed into itself, even if it doesn't engage your overstimulated brain. Wait a few moments and then it just might be the best movie you have seen in a long while. When I was watching an interview with Hitchcock, I noticed that he is speaking slower. His words are more weighty. We can be inspired in a different, more sophisticated way when learning by true masters in their field. He's focused. He's of a different time. This single point of focus is what has led him to become great, and it is something that we need to achieve ourselves. It is a cure for depression. It is magic. To be interested, inspired, and engaged in something is truly a wonderful gift. If you do not know where to start, you can follow your memory. Pick something you have already seen and loved and check for people who are associated with the production. My favorite is to follow directors or really good actors. Also writers. Check out their catalogs of work on Wikipedia and there you will find your next great experience. I guarantee it. All the media is so vast and the perfect piece is waiting for you. Let me know what you find. Thank you very much for watching and I will see you next time. Bye!